All right, let's see. This one says it's excellent now. Let's see. See, take two. Let me know. It says stream health is excellent. I downgraded it to 1080p. Maybe it can't do the 4K. That's why we test these things. Let's see. I think we're back. Take two. Let's see. Stream is healthy. Let's hope it is. Better now. Okay, cool. Yeah, I got ambitious. I tried 4K. But I think I need to work on my network. So I downgraded us 1080p. Downgraded the buffer. I'm glad I did this. That's why we test things. And then we're just going to chill out and make sure it works. No fiber. And my upload speed is garbage, but I just bought a new modem. My upload speed's like 35 megabits right now, but I just bought a new modem. And I can get like 470, I think, megabit with that, with the service that I have. But I tested this on a private stream before I went live just to see, and it stayed fine for probably like 10, 15 minutes. And so I got confident. It was going to work. And I embarrassed myself. And here we are. Oh, man. So, all right, let me check on this one more time. Then I'm going to feel a little bit more confident. Yeah, it says excellent. Cheers. Anybody? Let's see if we can focus on that. Yeah, look at that. It looks pretty. With 35, the best you could do is 1080. Then that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to test it. I'll probably get the new modem installed tomorrow. We'll see if we can do 4K. 4K just looks so good. So I do all my videos in now. So I was hopeful, but it's okay. It's okay. Thanks everybody for being here and hanging through the madness. Very late night where I'm at right now. It is 10 p.m. But I've been working down here so much, and it's just been so long since I fired up a live stream, so I wanted to dust it off, make sure everything was working. It wasn't. We fixed it. And my commitment in 2026 is to do more live streams. I miss them very much. I used to do them so much. There's so many things I want to talk about. There's so much happening in the space. And to be able to get together, talk about those things casually versus just these weekly uploads of videos is important to me, and I hope you guys enjoy them. And so that's what we're going to do. So we'll start with the cocktail, late night cocktail for me, and then we'll get into the title of this video, which is Bitcoin is King, and why I put that there. But this is a blood and sand. So in there is scotch, equal parts scotch, cherry herring is a maraschino liquor, orange juice, and vermouth. Vermouth is in there. Sweet vermouth. So, cheers. If you're drinking with me this late night. I'm off of work the next 2 days. Sounds good to me. We'll have some fun. So, listen, Bitcoin is king. And please ask me anything. Let me see if I could start the Q&A thing again. So I might ramble for a little bit. So throw some questions in here. I'll figure out how it works. And then I can focus on some of those in a little bit. Cool. Bitcoin is king, man. Like, I've been in this mining space for a while now. Actually, when the year rolls around here, it will have been, what am I going on? 9 years? I think, yeah, 9 years in crypto. 9 years in crypto. And I've definitely learned so much in that time. And I really spent the last like few months like really learning more and more about Bitcoin, how it works, how mining works. Like technically, I've been going to these mining conferences over the last couple of years now, which are all really focused mostly on Bitcoin. And I was thinking like, man, when I got into this, like the thing that got me into this whole space was Bitcoin. I literally was at work. This is 2017, and I heard somebody that I worked with made a significant amount of money, turned like nothing into 5 figures. Yeah, 5 figures worth of money in crypto. And it got me super interested. Like, what is this stuff? And if you remember back then, that's when Bitcoin went to 20K and then it came all the way down. So that's when I really got interested in it. And I'll never forget it. I literally came home from work and I was like, I've heard of Bitcoin before. What is this? And I sat down on my couch in this living room upstairs in this house that I'm in. And I pulled up the Bitcoin white paper. Legit, like no joke. That's where I started. I started at the Bitcoin white paper. I don't know many people that can actually say that. I started at the Bitcoin white paper and I read it. I read it front to back. And that's what started and propelled me into cryptocurrency. Now, I knew at that point that mining Bitcoin was already out of my league, right? ASICs had already taken over. But I learned that I could mine other cryptocurrencies, alternative cryptocurrencies with then my GPUs. Actually, I'll grab it to pay it some respect, but it's right here. This GPU right here, GTX 1080. There it is. That's the first thing that I mined on. And it's still in such good shape, man. EVGA, shout out, RIP. This is the first thing I mined crypto on. This was besides reading the Bitcoin white paper, this is my entry. This is my entry right here. It's like, I don't know, it's like some artifact to me in my history. And then it really never played video games after I discovered cryptocurrency mining. So I mined Zcash on that. Funny enough, man, because Zcash is going nuts lately. But I mined Zcash on that because you could on GPUs back then on the Equihash algorithms before the Z9s came out, which were the first ASICs for Equihash. And I would mine Zcash on that. I also would mine a bunch of other junk on that that's not around anymore. And then many of you know, if you've been around the channel, like GPU mining became my thing. Like that became what I was interested in because I had access to consumer hardware. And that's, I think, what many of us got us into this space. And so I messed around with all that stuff for years and had amazing times mining cryptocurrencies early on, like Ravencoin and Flux, then known as Zcash. Had even, I guess semi-recent would be Kaspa on that, on GPUs, and then FPGAs, and obviously ASICs, and Kaspa's done its thing. Not good. It's like come down in price quite a bit. So, there's so much in all of those years. A lot of junk, a lot of great moments on all this consumer hardware, which is seemingly like out the window now. It really is. Like, we'll see about Quai and what it might do, and I probably do another live stream giving my thoughts on that. But over these last several years since the Ethereum merge and GPU mining on the vast decline, the rise of solo miners, and just seeing where the industry is and just learning so much about Bitcoin, it all kind of comes full circle to me. Like that's it, man. That's the coin that started it all. That's what I first learned about that got me interested. It was just out of my league at the time, but like I still bought a lot of Bitcoin along the way. Just mining wasn't what I could do with it. Besides from, solo miners and I ran an ASIC in my garage for a while. That was an interesting experiment. But ultimately, like the big boys and the commercial industrial warehouses, they own the mining of that. And unless you have significantly cheap power, they're going to continue to own that. That's what it is. But I can still buy it. And man, it's limited. It's limited. It's a limited supply, and it's it's the OG, and the more you learn about what's happening under the hood of it, as I have, like, you just understand the absolute brilliance of it, and you go, why am I going to mess around with anything else? So even as I think about mining other cryptocurrencies, I guess I'm becoming like a Bitcoin maxi at this point. I'm like, I'm just going to flip those into Bitcoin. Why would I want to, you know, hold anything else? Why would I want to hold dollars? Why would I want to hold alternative cryptocurrencies? Like, it all just comes back to Bitcoin. And it's, you know, we've all learned, if you've been in this space, if you haven't, this is, I think, what a lot of us have seen over the last few years is Bitcoin's rise, and nothing else does. Like, really, besides from like blips, like Zcash and some of the privacy coins are having their moments. Dogecoin as a meme coin, you know, rose and then fell. But Bitcoin outpaced everything. Like, nothing can even compare because of what it is at its core. It is the best money that we've ever created as humankind. It is limited in its supply. You will not be able to create more. There's a finite supply. You have to put in work to actually create it, and it's locked to every 10 minutes. Like, I can't stand up an infinite more amount of ASIC miners to create Bitcoin any faster because of the difficulty adjustment. So, man, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And in a time where here in the US, our dollar is just not worth, it's worth less and less and less. And with rumors this upcoming year of stimulus checks and all of this, like, my dollar will buy less. It already does, and it will continue, but my Bitcoin continues to be able to buy more. One Bitcoin buys a hell of a lot more now than when I got into crypto in 2017, and the same cannot be said for the US dollar. And I think there's something to be said about that. So Bitcoin is literally king. Like, that's it. Nothing else will take its place. It is the best money. All these alternative cryptocurrencies, anything that tries to be Bitcoin, it's not worth my time. And anything that is promising to mine, I'll probably flip into Bitcoin, unless it's trying to do something different. Like, Ethereum is different, right? Ethereum is a different thing than Bitcoin. So I like Ethereum. It's my number 2 holding. Bitcoin is my number 1, by the way. Ethereum is my number 2. It's trying to be world computer, smart contract. It's not trying to be better money than Bitcoin is, because it won't be. Anything that's trying to be a better Bitcoin will fail. And that's just it. So the only other space that I kind of like, as I go on tangents and rambling here, is the privacy stuff. So I do like coins that are trying to solve in this private smart contract space. I do think that is something. That's your Alios out there. What's that recent one? Not that I really like it. Tari is solving for that. I think there's a problem to be solved for that. Whether or not those projects are the ones to do it, there's a problem to be solved for privacy and smart contracts. Privacy as money has already been solved by many projects like Zcash, Firo, Monero. Like, those have taken steps to solve privacy for money, but really nobody has solved privacy for smart contracts. So that's interesting to me. But I separate those two. I separate Bitcoin and just being a store of value and the best money we've ever created, and then smart contracts like Ethereum and that whole space. So yeah, that's Bitcoin is king. Cheers to Bitcoin. Cheers to Bitcoin. So anyway, we should like center ourselves, as I got ahead of myself here. But the price of Bitcoin right now, I'm reading $88,720. And then we should go look at the I'll test the desktop here in a second, but let's see. I want to see what Bitcoin blocks were just mined. Let me see. We'll switch over and we'll test the desktop. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Does this work? Nice. All right. Bitcoin blocks. Last Bitcoin block mined 17 minutes ago was block 930,223. Can you believe that we are going to get to 1 million Bitcoin blocks mined soon? That is insane. So Foundry just picked up the last Bitcoin block 17 minutes ago. And let's see the difficulty. I think it has a difficulty adjustments on here. Let's see. Do I have to go back? Yeah. So difficulty is going to come down. It's tracked to come down in 8 days. So the difficulty adjustment on Bitcoin is roughly every 2 weeks. So as of right now, with the amount of hashing power on the network, it's set to come down in 8 days by 1.48% to maintain the 10-minute block time average. So that means right now block times are a little faster than 10 minutes. So it's going to want to adjust the difficulty. No, a little slower than 10 minutes. So it's going to want to adjust the difficulty down to get them back to 10 minutes. Cool. Anything interesting in this block? Full block. Don't really look like it. We got 3.134 Bitcoin. You know what is interesting to look at? Let's go pull up. Can I get into this block? Yeah. I like this. And we're, again, going on tangents here. So this is the Coinbase address within the Bitcoin block where that block reward plus the fees was paid out to. And you can see how much Bitcoin, what is this, Foundry? Yeah, how much Bitcoin Foundry is currently sitting on in that address. 631 Bitcoin is that mining pool has currently in this address, which is $56 million, by the way. And look at all their unspent outputs. This is Bitcoin that has hit that address that they have not outputted yet to anywhere else. So they're just sitting there. 56 mil in Bitcoin, just chilling in that address from that mining pool. Man, that's crazy. So I've just been dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin right now. I think I've upped the amount that I'm buying. This is a great time to buy Bitcoin. If you are not buying Bitcoin right now while it's at $88,000, like, I feel so sorry for you. So many people get like upset when the price is coming down. I get upset when the price is going up because I'm like, man, what an opportunity I missed to buy more Bitcoin when the price was lower. So when the price comes down, I get excited because I'm like, I can buy more Bitcoin for my dollars right now. So I'm over on River. I have a video on that, but I just allow that to dollar cost average in because there's no fees, only a really small spread. Seemingly the best way to do it. Set it and forget it. And I just upped the amount of dollars I was putting into Bitcoin, and I'm doing every 2 weeks. It's part of our financial investment as a family. We just buy Bitcoin. It's done so tremendously well over my last 9 years, and the opportunity to buy it at $88,000 is an amazing opportunity. And when it goes to $1 million one day, I'm going to be very happy that I bought it at $88,000. So are you guys buying Bitcoin? Not buying Bitcoin? What are you doing? Let me know in the chat. Really curious to hear from you. But I'm Bitcoin is king, man. That's it. Bitcoin is king. All right, let's see if this Q&A thing worked. I guess I can't get to it on there. I have to do it on here. Let's see. Yeah, questions. Oh yeah, just a test question. You guys, test question. I could keep rambling. No problem. Time for a sip. All right. There's some questions in the chat here. Nobody knows how to use the Q&A. That's okay. Neither do I. Let's scroll through some questions before I start rambling again. Learned in the last 5 years not to trust any crypto project. I think that's valid. think that's valid. You just got, like, you know, the thing that there's like two parts to this, right? A lot of people, everybody's in this space to make money. And there's the lazy approach to making money, and there's the non-lazy approach. You got to put in some work to make some money here. And the things that I've always done better at is when I actually take the time to learn about the thing that I am investing in. And maybe I'm investing it with cash, with dollars. You know, my time and energy spent working has paid me in this currency. And I'm going to now take the time and energy represented in dollars, and I'm going to buy a thing with it. And if that thing is an investment like cryptocurrency, I damn well better know what I'm buying. And I better believe that this is the best place to put my time and energy represented in money. Which means I got to do some research. I got to learn about this thing. I got to believe that it's worth my time and energy represented in dollars. And so I've done that, right? I've done that with Bitcoin. I've done that with Ethereum. I've done that with Aleo. I really like that one. I haven't spent like actual dollars, but I've spent mining hardware energy, which is an electricity, which I pay with dollars in that. We'll see how it's going to go. But I spent a lot of time researching that project, and I was like, I think this is great. Let's go. Then there's the other side, the like lazy approach that I don't want to mean that in a bad way. We're all in this to make money, but like, I'm just going to throw money at this thing and see if it does something. I'm going to throw hash rate at this thing. I'm going to buy this ASIC altcoin miner. I'm going to throw my GPUs on this thing, see if it does anything. But maybe you haven't taken the actual time that it takes to research this project to see if it's going to do anything. That happens too. And that's fine, but like, I've always done better if I actually take the time and put the energy into the moment of researching this thing. And we're all really smart people, and we'll see when something is great and when something is not great. Believe me, I've mined a ton of just garbage coins over the years just to see if they would do something. I've even bought coins that I researched that I thought were great that are worth nothing now. But overall, the stuff that I actually researched and believed in has outperformed everything else. So like beyond. So 90% of my portfolio is Bitcoin. Great place to be, man. Great place to be. I don't think I'm at 90%. I have, my top two by far compared to the rest are Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I want more Ethereum. And I know that we don't talk about it much because most of us are crypto miners, but I want more Ethereum for sure. I have no, like, I researched quite a bit if there's a way to like dollar cost average into Ethereum with really low or no fees like there is, and easy like there is with Bitcoin. There's just not. I compared 4 platforms. I was gonna make a video, but probably nobody will watch it. But I did like Kraken and Binance US, Coinbase, and I think one other, who all have a DCA of some type. The fees and the spread are they're just too much. I wonder if I still have it. I had like a note. There was one that was like the best, but it was like too much work for me to figure this out. Let me see if I have it on my phone. Let's see. I might have deleted it. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, so actually Binance, just in case, Binance US had the... No, I'm wrong. They actually had the most. Kraken had the least overall. It was like 2% with the spread and with the fees to pick up Ethereum on Kraken, which I've been using more and more lately. Actually, Kraken, it's a pretty nice exchange. Yeah, but if you have any questions, anything you want, a topic you want me to discuss, throw them in the ask me anything, and I will absolutely do that. And I will work through the live chat a little bit too. So yeah, just like, how can I continue to accumulate Bitcoin? That is, and I just literally have the mindset that this will be $1 million a coin. So what will that do for, my legacy, my family, my sons, and then, beyond and beyond, like, and the more I learn about it, the more I'm just even more in it. And I'm actually kind of like, it's interesting that I've been in this space for so long, but I never sat down. Like, have you ever sat down? I could probably do a whole live stream on this to understand like how Bitcoin works. Like beyond this, like, and Bitcoin mining specifically, since I know that's the stuff we love is mining. But beyond the like, Bitcoin mining is computers that use electricity to solve super hard math problems, and for doing that they get paid in Bitcoin, right? That's like the general thing we would tell anybody who asks what Bitcoin mining is. But like, to understand like underneath the hood what is actually happening from the nodes and the mempool and the candidate block and the block header and the transactions and the Coinbase and like all of that is just so fascinating. So I would urge you to go learn. There's a great website actually, and I'm gonna see if I can pull it up, and then I'll leave it linked in the chat, because what a wonderful resource to learn Bitcoin. I'm gonna leave it in there. And I really just like take an evening. I actually spent like weeks because there's so much great stuff in here. And just was on that website, and I'm like, man, I can't believe I didn't know so much of this stuff. But yeah. Okay. Let's see. You guys are wonderful. Thanks for being here. Glad the stream is holding up. Everything's looking good. I guess 1080p is the life I need to live. All right, questions. 2 on, are you mining anything at the moment? What are you mining? All right, so Kwai. Mining Kwai right now. It's not Bitcoin, but I am mining it because I'm doing a spec play on it. And we'll probably do another live stream on exactly why. But I'm mining that really low, like low scale. I got 5 GPUs on it right now, 40 series and 50 series. And I'm probably going to turn the 40 series off and just throw the rest of the 50 series on it because they're way more efficient on Kapow. But just keeping that small scale. I don't want to pay like ridiculous amounts in electric. So I'm just keeping that really small scale right now just to see what happens. So I'm mining Kwai. And like preview, the reason is like I want to see if what they're trying to do works. Like their whole goal is to appreciate the price of Kwai by selling the merge mining coins. Kapow, Ravencoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Dogecoin and Litecoin. Like that, it's interesting. It's I don't know if I agree with like it, but on like a manipulation of the price standpoint, but it's coded great. Like it's a great idea. So I'm mining Kwai, and man, if I mine Kwai now and like they sell a bunch of Bitcoin Cash and the price goes up and they burn those Kwai coins and Kwai goes up crazy in price, like, okay, sure. So that's like back to what I was saying earlier, that might not be like a believe in the fundamentals of the project because I haven't done the research. This is just this is a total spec, can I make money here play. So I'm mining that. I got the, which is still crazy to me. And throw more questions in the Q&A, please, if you get some time. I'll pull this up here because I still can't believe the Inabox. And I don't know if this is like legit scam or not, but this thing I did a video on. This thing is still making $25 a day. And I got it from ASL Miner. I didn't have to pay for this thing. And I thought this thing was going to be toast. I thought it was just going to be gone. Like that was it. It was gonna make like $1 a day now, and we're here like 2 weeks later, I think, since I made that video, and it's went from making $30 a day to $25 a day. It's still holding so strong. It's almost at 50% break even right now. So it was a $2,000 miner. I've almost made $1,000 on this, which I did not see coming at all. So I've seen people say it's a scam. K1 Pool shut down their pool for this, saying it was a scam. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is I'm making money. I'm grateful. And I'm selling that all instantly into USDC. I gotta see if I'm gonna maybe buy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that money yet. Maybe I'll buy some Bitcoin. Maybe I'll buy an ASIC. Maybe I'll buy something for the YouTube setup. I don't know. But yeah, I'm mining with that thing. I still got actually while we're in here, I got both of these still running too, the XT box and XT card. So those are mining Tari. So this is what I would expect, right? Much down in profit because everybody bought these, which I still can't believe why. Though I don't think a single person in any of these YouTube videos, including myself, said buy this. We all said don't buy this. But people have. And I've even had people reach out to me saying, can I buy yours? I'm like, what are you doing? Don't do this. It's got to go down in price. So there it is. So I'm mining with that. Still profitable, making a few bucks a day. And I'm selling all that into USDC as well. But beyond that, what else am I mining? I got all the solo miners, going. I was going to work on, but I decided to live stream. I was going to work on the Nerd Axe right here. I haven't done the video on this yet. This thing looks cool. Solo mining's cool, man. I don't just from like a, people like talk bad about it. I get the comments all the time. Like, this is garbage. Listen, if it's your entryway into learning Bitcoin, I've had people pick up Bitaxes to learn about Bitcoin, and it blows their mind on how it all works, and it gets them involved, and great. Like, I love that. People that like tinkering, it's the same thing. People that like buying computers or GPUs or CPUs and like tinkering with them. This is that space, and that is great. That is a great thing. So I'm encouraged by all types of stuff that can potentially get somebody in the space, even beyond this. Like, will you hit a Bitcoin block with this thing? No. Will you make any money with it? No. But it's awesome. It's awesome. It's a cool piece of tech. Like, how cool is that? You get to overclock it, see what kind of performance you're getting out of it, hang out in a community on Discords and Reddits and YouTube of people interested in this stuff. Like that, man. There's like the intangible stuff, that I just love this stuff. So yeah, doing that. I got some Aleo going as well, mining that. And I think that's probably it. No, Dogecoin. I got Dogecoin miners. What am I talking about? I got the Flu miner out there. Volk miners out there mining Doge. Do I have anything else in the garage? I think that's it. I'm thinking about turning the 170HX GPUs on soon. Maybe to do some Kapow testing, but I still got to figure out keeping those really cool because the garage is even getting hot right now in the winter with some of the stuff I'm running out there. What's up, hobbyist? Not such a hobbyist miner anymore, are you? You're going to change your name? But yeah. All right, let me see. What else we got? Oh, God, this guy. Let's see. What are your plans for the garage? The hobbyist miner asks. Well, my plans are I was going to get rid of all my mining stuff in there. Finally finish off the garage. I was going to put an AC mini split in there so I can control the temperatures in there. I was going to make it into like a really nice bedroom so that you could come live with me. That's what I'm looking to do. Really, it's going to be a spare bedroom for you, man. That way we can just hang out all of the time and talk about how much we love each other. So let me know if you're interested in that. I'll get that started. Yeah, that's it. What other questions we got? Let's see. Let's go back to the live chat. See what we got in there. What else? Oh my god, I'm probably missed so much from my rambling. Raven was also trying to do smart contracts. I don't know. Raven's great, man. Fair launch coin, love it, but hasn't done anything. What else did I miss? How are Flux nodes going? Still doing anything with Flux? Still believing in it? I do not believe in Flux. I have one. I got rid of all my Flux. I got rid of it all. Dude, like turning off GPU mining. No, so I have one Flux node left. Done, son. Got wrecked on basically everything. Joker Miner, what are you doing, dude? Thanks, buddy. Yo, you going to you gonna go to Miami Mining Disrupt in July? I would love to hang out. I will be there. I will be there. I even got clearance from Mrs. Red Fox because I think I said this on Twitter, but big news in the household here is that in late March, we're going to be growing our family and we will have another little boy running around. So we got my one son right now. He is 7. And then we were like, man, we went back and forth for so long on like, what do we do? He's like the most amazing thing ever. He loves all this. He actually wants to run. I have to release a video on it. But any of the like solo miners that I have or little cool stuff he wants in his room. He has the Avalon Nano 3S in his room right now. He loves what I do. Actually, he drew this for me the other night. How freaking cute is that? I think that's like a little ASIC with the fans on the side. And he's my world, dude. He's the best thing ever. So we went back and forth for a while. And we're getting older. And we were just like, now or never, let's do it. So everything's great. We'll be expanding our family. And that is late March. So I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to do any traveling or anything next year. But July. And the wife was like, you go have fun. I know how much this means to you. I got it around here. And what's really cool for us personally is I ran all the numbers and just all the hard work that we've put in financially. She'll be able to be a stay-at-home mom for as long as she wants. And so I'm super stoked for that. It's going to afford us the ability to do a lot of great things as a family. And I was reading this book, great book, by the way, again, tangent again, is The Simple Path to Wealth. And there was this line in it because the author and his wife were going through a similar thing where they were I think they were starting their family, their daughter was coming, and they were trying to figure out like, you know, what do we do here? We're both working parents, and the author says, you know, and they're like talking about like maybe one of us could be a stay-at-home and we won't be able to go on vacations or buy these nice things. And the author says, what could be more valuable than the time you would spend with your daughter, with your son? What could be more valuable than that? There's not, and the answer is there's nothing. So I took that to heart, really sat down, ran all the numbers. We put in a ton of work and it's going to be possible for us. Which is wonderful. And, you know, part of that is putting in the work, doing this channel and doing all this stuff. And so, you know, I would encourage you and anybody who listens to this, when you see, again, little side quests here, hang with me. When you see people like me, when you see people like Hobbyist, Red Panda, you know, these amazing people in the space that encourage thought into crypto, when you see us get a piece of hardware for free to review, whether it's something small like this or a big ASIC, or you see us run an ad on the channel. Like, this is a job, man. And this stuff affords our ability, because we put in the work, in my case, to have my wonderful wife be a stay-at-home mom, like, and me work 2 jobs, you know, to make that happen. So, yeah, little side note there, but that's what's happening for us. So anyway, I will be at Mind and Disrupt in July, having a great time, and that's what will be happening in my life at that moment. So thank you, Joker Miner, my friend, for the love there, buddy. Appreciate you very much. Holy crap, chump change, dude. It's like the old days, dude. What year is it? It's like pre-merge time in here. We got all the, man, we got all the important people in this chat. Thanks for all coming to hang out. You missed my rant on Bitcoin being king, but that's okay. We got good vibes, great things to come. Bitcoin exists. Man. Thanks, Red Panda. All right, Joker Miner. Hope to see you there. Either way, if you ever need anything, hit me up. All right, what else we got? Take the little guy with you to Miami. Dude, he my 7-year-old, he wants to come to everything so bad. He really does. He can't wait to come. And I was like, man, because he loves tech. You know what's funny? One of his like entry into technology was robot vacuums. He loves robot vacuums. And we have like a $1,000 one right now, and it's freaking amazing. But the first thing I thought about was bringing him over to CES, because there's so much stuff he would be into. And I like this stuff too. Like, you know, guys, I'm into all this tech stuff, mining, not mining, whatever. But you got to be like pressed for that. And I think you have to be like 18 or older. So maybe Mining Disrupt one year he'll come. The problem is all the after parties he can't come to, and that's a lot of fun. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Yeah, Panda, I watched your actually the replay entirety of your 2026 plans. Great stuff in there. I agree with 70% of it. And if you ever want to live stream together to fight the other 30%, I'm happy to do that. Can always make more money, can't make more time. Amen, dude. So I think this is a great call, Chump Change. Time is limited. It is a resource we cannot make more of. If I listen to Jack Mallers a lot, and I think he's wonderful. I like to surround myself with people that are smarter than me. And he talks about if gold and silver, which are doing amazing, they go up dramatically in value, like we will find ways to go mine more of it. We will go to another planet to find more of it if it makes sense monetarily to do that. You can't make more Bitcoin. You can't speed it up. It's every 10 minutes, and it's only 21 million. And you can't make more time. You can't make more time. Our time is limited. So take that for what you will. Yeah, but hope everybody is doing well, man. We are wrapping up. 2025 is crazy. Feels like I remember Y2K. I was thinking about that the other day. Isn't that wild? Did you sell? I'll do another question here. Throw them in the Q&A. I like this Q&A. I've never really used this before. Did you sell the GPUs? What cards did you keep? I sold a significant amount, and I got to sell more. I have on purpose kept 3090s, but I am reconsidering that. I think I might just get rid of get rid of those too. I thought maybe AI stuff, but to run like the servers, I don't have fiber. I don't know if I want to invest in all of that. You know, Salad's not doing anything right now. None of like that kind of stuff is doing anything. So yeah, I'll probably, those are the ones that like I've on purpose kept. But everything else is up for grabs when you go like 30 series and back. The only other ones I kept on purpose were the A2000s because of their Kapow performance, but I should probably get rid of those at this point. But I have quite a bit more to work through. I know that the 3070s and 3080s and 3060 Ti's and 3060s, those will all go, no problem, either on my Shopify when I get them listed, which people have been great purchasing from there, or I'll throw them on eBay if nobody in the community wants them. The ones that I'm a little are going to be a pain, to be honest, are going to be the 6600s and 6600 XTs. Those are going to be a pain. I got a lot. I got like 40 of those to work through, and I don't think people in the community really want those. So those are probably gonna have to be eBay purchases. So, and like, listen, I got quotes. I got quotes from the like bulk buyers, BitPro, who I've met in person, and then recently at the other mining disrupt was sell my GPU, and we went back and forth on some quotes, and the numbers just didn't add up for me. Like it was like, am I willing to take this much less? What was it? It was like, what is my time worth? If I put in the time, I will make this much more money selling these myself. And it ultimately came down to, I'd rather spend the time to get that much more money. I understand they're businesses that have to also make money. They're resellers. But the margins just didn't make sense for me. So, and I even transparently, I was like, let's do some kind of, you know, can we do some kind of deal with some integrated promos, and I'll make videos, and it still did not make sense for me. So I was just like, you know, that time that I'm going to break down rigs and sell them is time I could be making content, but it still just didn't make sense after all that. So I got to work through those. That's a new year plan, along with many other things. And then where to reallocate that money is going to be in the plans too. What's your opinion on Dogecoin? It's so cheap, and I can't imagine it will keep going lower or stay low. I think we're in the accumulation phase of Dogecoin. So, I mean, just like Bitcoin, it's time to buy. It could go all lower, but like it'll go higher. Bitcoin's going to go higher. Bitcoin is going to go past its all-time high of 126. I think that's pretty certain. Dogecoin as a meme coin and as a big revenue driver for script mining, I think will eclipse its all-time high as well. So I would rather put my money in Bitcoin. If you said, you know, what are you going to do with $100? Do you want to buy Bitcoin or Dogecoin? I'd buy Bitcoin like all day, but I wouldn't mind Dogecoin. Like, script mining is what I'm looking at. Like for next year is like, how can I expand, get some script ASICs hosted? That's going to be some fun stuff that I want to do. Probably take some of the money from selling GPUs and just from the channel and put it into some of that stuff. But if you gave me $100 to like $100 for my paycheck, I would just buy Bitcoin with it. I'm also selling some stuff to get back some money. I build PCs and sell them locally. I'm only missing cases, a new PSU. Nice. Yeah, and I saw the prices of RAM are going like through the roof, which is crazy. It's always something, man. So the GPUs or hard drives or RAM is always going through the roof. I love these kind of questions. Red Fox, I think I missed it. Is that a Merlot? I like that wine. It's not. I only got a little bit left. But it's a cocktail. It's a Blood and Sand. Which, if you missed it earlier, is Scotch. Which my father-in-law just gave me a ton of Scotch that he had aging. So it's Scotch. Cherry herring is a maraschino liquor. Orange juice, fresh squeezed. I don't mess around. And a vermouth, sweet vermouth. All equal parts, 1 ounce. Oh, I missed this one. From Hobbyist Bro. Did you find a home for your Aleo Big Boy miner? You still mining that faithfully? I held a lot of Aleo. The Big Boy miner is off. I'm looking for somebody to host it. Nobody wants to. So I've kind of given up. So it's just chilling, collecting dust in the garage right now. Max, what's up, buddy? Thanks for coming to hang. You missed a lot. You missed a lot of rants on Bitcoin being king and everything else doesn't matter. Chump, you sold the rest of your A2000s tonight and your A4000s. Sad days, man, but I get it, dude. I 100% get it. Part of me just wants like a reset. You know, I have so much stuff. I just want to like get it out of here and just start fresh. All right, what else? What time is it? My watch is on sleep mode. I should be sleeping. I'll send it to you, Panda. I don't know if you're being serious, but I'll send it to you all day. Dude, vodka, V8 Bloody Mary. I'm going out for breakfast tomorrow with some friends. That sounds really good. I need a spicy Bloody Mary, though. Yeah, that sounds good. A few posts ago, you spoke of heaters and utility crypto miners that were in development or sale. Can you share me where I can look at who's selling, offering, developing those? I mean, heaters really the best heater, man. Like if you want a, it's just straight up. Let me find it. The best heater, Bitcoin heater, in my opinion, there's a lot of junk out there. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. I think this is the best one right here.
We got to consider
the Avalon Mini 3.
Feature set.
Look at that thing. It's running right now. Actually, so I'm mining on that too. Somebody asked me what I was mining earlier. That thing's doing like 40 terahash. Heat in my entire living room and kitchen. No problem right now. I love that thing. It is so cool. I love all the Canaan Avalon stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. So there's that. There's other garbage though. These folks reached out to me. Let's see. Was it Heapit? Yeah, they reached out to me to review which they have like 2, I think. Yeah. So they wanted to send me the cheap the Maxi. No, Trio. They wanted to send me the Trio. This thing, which looks sick. But it's garbage. And they wanted to send me, then I said, can you send me the Maxi? And also, this is how much it will cost you for me to make a video on it. And I haven't heard back from them. I mean, it looks cool. But I would go, I don't know. I ran like the efficiency numbers, I think. And the Avalon had a beat. Plus, these guys made the first Bitcoin ASIC ever. And you got to have some respect for them on that. So, yeah, that's what... And then I have that. And I have their Mini 3 running in my son's room, keeping it warm. And that's all I really got keeping up the space upstairs. I don't have any of the Jazz miners online. I'm probably going to sell those. But that's what I used last year. All right, Panda, I'll let you know. Dude, no. Pokemon Max? No. Dude, I lived that life when I was a teenager. I'm sticking to this. But hey, dude, oh no, my camera turned off. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, should be good. Went into overheat mode because I forgot to put the external fan on that. Don't ask me about cameras, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta get one with an internal fan, but it's been okay. I'm surprised it overheated. It's been going a while. I was 10 last time I messed with Pokemon cards. Yeah, do you have links for me to buy the Avalon? Yeah, just watch this video, dude. There's probably a link in it. Let's see. Who sent this one to me? Jingle Mining. Do they still have it? Let me look. Yeah, try that one. Watch the video. I'm gonna link it. If not, it's sick. I really think it's cool. If not, I don't know. Email me, contact Red Fox Crypto. I'll find another link. But yeah, that thing's sick. Yeah, camera overheated. We're back though. I got the fan on. I should have put it on. Pokemon where it's at. Yeah, you guys are all selling out for Pokemon cards. I'm just gonna keep stacking Bitcoin. I'm so sad that drink is done. Oh, that's funny, Max. Any more questions? Let's see. Okay, here's one. Did you get into any Zcash ASICs? Still strong machines? I did not. Though I was mentioning earlier in the stream that before all you youngins, this is what I mined Zcash on right here. This GPU, GTX 1080. I sold it all. I don't have any more. I'm sad about that, but that's what I mined it on. I think those Zcash miners were like, if you had them, great. Like, I'm so happy for you when Zcash did its crazy rise. But that was it. If you bought them at the right time and you rode that up, good for you. But to buy them now is crazy. Is crazy, dude. Crazy. So what I'm looking at is with the markets down, if I want to get into ASIC mining more, what can I buy? And I do think all of the people, the content creator buds, are thinking right that script mining and some L9s are looking pretty good. If you had $2,000 to your name, nothing else, and we're starting from zero, where would you invest that $2,000? That's a deep question. $2,000, man. Man, my first thought is like, what can I do with that $2,000 to make it make me money? And you could go the safe route and throw it in a high yield savings account, which are really low now. I mean, not really low, but they're down 3.25% is what I got on my high yield savings accounts right now. On the other side, if you are patient enough for like 10, 20 years, you could throw that into like the S&P 500 or a total stock market index fund. And, that'll do well. Historically, it always has over long enough time frames. If you can deal with the volatility of Bitcoin, watching that $2,000 maybe go to like $800. But then again, over 5-10 years, watching that go up a ton in value based on past performance, like I would want to do that too. As far as like mining hardware, I probably would not. I probably would not buy anything mining hardware if I just was starting with $2,000. It's about, I want to invest it, but I don't know if I want to take the bet on hardware with that. That's a great question. I have to think about that more, man. And then could also hedge my bets. Like, okay, I got $500. Like, what do I want to do with that if I split it up instead of thinking of it all in one chunk? Well, yeah, or buy Pokemon cards. Oh, that's funny. All right, we got some questions coming in here. You guys are learning how to use this. What do we got? Did you ever CPU mine? Absolutely. Absolutely. Nothing like Rabbit mining on YouTube. He's the CPU mining god, and I've been catching up on all of the Monero stuff with a new Bitcoin ASIC coming out on his channel. I'm watching that on my way home tonight from work. But CPU mining, for sure. Probably big one is Monero. Mine Monero, my 3900X over the last several years. And I mined Verus coin as well, which, funny enough, we were talking earlier around my like top holdings in my portfolio, and believe it or not, I think still Verus coin is my third. Bitcoin and then Ethereum, and I think Verus coin is my third because I did so much FPGA mining on it. Missed the opportunity to sell it when it was like $6 a coin. Now it's at like $1. But yeah, definitely CPU mining. Love CPU mining. Love all kind of mining. Let's see. What do we got else? What else we got? What's up, big dog? How was your day? It's a good day, man. Good day. Best part was coming home and my son was still up, though it was late. I got home late. Got home like 9:30 my time, and he was still up because he's on like Christmas vacation right now. He's 7. And he's on Christmas vacation, so his whole sleep schedule is a wreck. But just him coming out and giving me a big hug, it's the best part of my day. What else we got? Let's see. This is a good one, dude. Let's see. Select question. Are you learning new skills? My goal for 2026 is to become a certified electrician. Getting tired of corporate drone work. Yeah, man. Certified electrician is awesome. That's awesome. I've done so much electric work, as I'm sure many of us miners have at home. I feel like I know the code book so well at this point. I mean, I ran I think it's a 100 amp sub panel off my 200 amp main panel by myself. Like, I wired up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 30 amp circuits across my house. I've ran, I don't know, 10 to 15, 20 amp circuits across my house. I've done low voltage stuff, high voltage stuff. I've never ran like an actual panel from the utility line, which scares me. But I know so much about electricity just from mining. Another like side skill of this crazy space, which is really cool. So I love the idea of electricity and electrical work. I obviously think that's really cool, man. So for me personally, I've been doing a ton of learning earlier this year in finance and just how I can set myself and my family up for the best possible future. You know, it's tough. You know, we're very fortunate because the way our time frames worked out is we got married in 2016, same year we bought a house, and then we had our son in 2018. This is all pre-COVID, all pre-housing crisis. Our house, you know, it is worth now double than what we bought it for, but also the dollar is less buying power than it did then. We have a great interest rate on our house. We have secure jobs, full-time jobs. So like very, very, very fortunate. And I see the generations now in their late 20s and early 30s that just, it's crushing, man. It's crushing. My sister, 5 years younger than me, they just bought, her and her husband just bought their first house, and like they just got a later start in life because society has absolutely crushed them out of doing it any earlier because of how expensive things are. And that's because the dollar doesn't go as far, and many other things, but it just, it crushes me to see all of that happen. So, you know, I'm very fortunate that kind of right time, right place, but also we've had the right mentality for so long to think about our future and not keep up with the Joneses. And we don't need the most expensive cars and the biggest house. You know, what do we need to actually fit our lifestyle? We love having experiences like going to vacations and stuff, but like, how do we save for our future and then for our family's legacy? And so I've done a lot of learning in the financial space of like how to let that money grow for me, how to take advantage of taxes and borrowing against my assets and investments instead of selling them. So I've been doing a lot. That's been my new skill, is learning a lot of that stuff for sure. I think that's probably where I put the majority of my learning this year, for sure. But certified electrician sounds great. I've also really thought about all of the skills that I've learned doing this stuff, like doing crypto, doing content. Like that's a skill. Aside from that, is totally separate from my full-time job, which is in a whole different space. This is like a light, like there is marketable, valuable skills that I've self-developed in doing all of this. And I've been thinking a lot about the value that those have and what I can do with those and who might be interested in those skills. But yeah, great question, dude. Deep cut. Love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. The dollar is worth half of the value in 2019. Yeah, dude. And what do you think is going to happen when $2,000 stimulus checks, if those come next year? It's going to be worth even less, man. I said to my wife when we got the stimulus checks, I was like, we're going to pay for this. We're going to pay for this. And we do. And we are. No man should work for what somebody, so another man can print, is my favorite quote. And you can't print Bitcoin because Bitcoin is king. Like that? Yeah. All right, I gotta go to bed. We got some friends coming over tomorrow. We're gonna go get some breakfast. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure the live stream works. We'll do some more of these. If you aren't subbed to the channel and you stumbled upon here, please sub. If we talked about something and you want to follow up, feel free to always email me, contact@redfoxcrypto. I do this for all of you. Join the Discord as well, is linked in the description of the live stream, and all the social media stuff is on there as well. So don't be afraid to ever reach out to me. I'll do my best to hang out with you. But hope everybody, if I don't talk to you, has a great 2026, a safe one. Take care of yourself and your families, people you love. Think about your futures, and just remember that Bitcoin is king, and you should probably get more of it before it's too late. All right, love y'all.